Hello everyone, Dean here with the Rogue Deck Chronicles, and we're back with another Rogue Deck showcase, and this time we are attempting to make Mega Dragalge EX work. And I am actually very specific in the wording of that. We are going to attempt to make this work. I was very hype on this card when it was first released. As you all know, I love the poison mechanic. That's how I really got to, not say got my name on this channel, but the cloth, the poison mechanic is what I'm known for. And when I saw this, and when I read the second attack, the Pernicious Poison, when you play 16 damage counters, I'm like, oh, this has to be good. So as soon as this got released onto the live client, I've been playing around with this. I've been trying to make this work, and I don't know, y'all. It's just a mid card to me. On paper, it sounds great. So before we'll continue, let's go over this card a little more. So this is a Stage 1 Dragon-type Mega Evolution, so it's going to be worth 3 prizes, evolves from Skrelp, and has 2 attacks on here, which both of them are actually pretty decent. So for double colorless, for Corrosive Liquid, we discard all Pokemon tools and special energy from your opponent's Pokemon. And for a card like this, that's actually very impactful because it pairs well with the second attack, the Pernicious Poison that we just talked about a little bit. We just poison our opponent's active Pokemon, but instead of doing 1 damage for poison, we're doing 16. And this is very important because if we do the Pernicious Poison and they put on a Mist Energy, or if we're going against a fighting deck and they put on a Rocky Fighting Energy, then we can use the Corrosive Liquid to take that off. That way they can still get poisoned again. So the 2 attacks work very well with each other. However, we're mainly going to be attacking with the Pernicious Poison. But I gotta say, y'all, it's very easy to play around poison right now. With all the switching effects, all the different special energy that prevents effects of attacks. I've been just having a hard time with this deck. So the best card I was able to pair this with is actually with Mega Froslass, and I'm doing it a little different. I know a lot more creators out there have made a similar deck, and they kind of went a little heavier on the Mega Froslass, using Resentful Refrain. So if y'all don't know, 50 damage for each card in your opponent's hand. I'm going a little light on here. I'm only playing 1, and I'm going with a 2-1 line of Glalie with Baby Froslass. So again, Froslass, Frisian Shroud, we know all about this card. But we may not know about Glalie, and this card was actually very interesting. I saw this card online in a similar list, and this actually makes sense with Mega Dragalge. So this is from Twilight Masquerade. It's the other evolution of Snorunt, but for 1 water energy with damage beat, we do 20 times for each damage counter on our opponent's active Pokemon. So once our opponent is poisoned, got the 16 damage counters, if they don't heal that, we can actually do 320 damage back on them, which with 160 and 320, we're knocking out anything out there. And this is a single prize attacker, and I kind of went a little heavier on this because this is a very interesting card. And you know us, we don't like to play anything the same. We want to be a little interesting in our list, even if it means a little inconsistent results. And I've been playing with the Glalie, and it's actually pretty fun. So let's go with the rest of our Pokemon count right here. So we talked about the 3-2-1-1 split with Snorunt and the evolutions. We play 1 Munkidori, or sorry, we play 2 Munkidoris because we are playing with Darkness Energy. It can just help add extra damage onto our opponent. We play 1 Fezandipiti just for flip the script. And I do play 1 Pecharunt EX. I like the ability of Retreat Lock, or even if we start off with, say, a Munkidori, or a card that we don't want in the active, we can actually bring up the Skrelp, poison it, and then evolve it with the 2 Mega Dragalge and get rid of the poison. That way it's a nice, easy switch out option without using cards. So we play a 2-2 line of the Skrelp Mega Dragalge. We play 1 Yveltal just for clutch, for a Retreat Lock to help us out. And it also has a free retreat as well, so we can use Pecharunt into Yveltal, retreat into, say, Dragalge or Mega Froslass, some that we can play more. We have a 2-2 line of the Dunsparce with Runaway Draw. Of course, we all know what this engine does. And then one Meowth EX just to grab any supporters that we need for the turn. So let's go with our item cards and start with our let's go with trainers and start with items. So we played 3 Buddy Poffin because our Snowrunts and Skrelps and Dunsparces are all 70 HP, so great way to get our bench going. 2 Enhanced Hammers because, again, Mist Energy, Rocky Fighting Energy, we don't want to see those energies. So if we can automatically get rid of them without using the Corrosive Liquid attack, this will help us out. I have tried the Crushing Hammers. At one time, I went 0 and 7 on my coin flips, and I'm like, nope, no Crushing Hammer. Regular energy is not really that big of a concern. I'm more concerned about the Mist and Rocky Fighting because those prevent our attack from going through. So having 2 of those plus with the Corrosive Liquid, I think is a good combination to get those energy out of play. We play 2 Night Stretchers, just grab pieces that we need from the discard pile. 3 Poké Pads to grab, say, the Gallies, Froslasses, Yveltals, the Dunsparce, just so we can get going. My aspect of choice is Prime Catcher. I know some lists play the Legacy Energy to help with the prize trade. That is totally valid as well. I like the Prime Catcher because if we need to bring a Pokemon out from our bench to the active, we have that option. If we need to chase a card and we can't, and we need to have a supporter and we have Prime Catcher, we can use the supporter and chase after that card in one turn instead of relying on our bosses, which we do play boss. So I think this is more versatility in this type of deck. Again, I wouldn't blame you for Legacy Energy. I wouldn't blame you for Secret Box, Unfair Stamp. Again, Aspects, I think it's like whatever flavor you want to put into your deck. I think you should just go with that. Aspect isn't as important, in my opinion, nowadays. People will probably argue, no, you need A-Spec, you need the Unfair Stamp for hand disruption. I say whatever strategy you're going with, just pick the A-Spec that fits perfectly. I would even say Hyper Roman would be good because we do play a lot of Stage 1. So whatever you want, I'm going with Prime Catcher with this build. So we play 1 Special Red Card just for hand disruption. 3 Ultra Balls just to grab our evolution Pokemon as well. And then Perilous Jungle is our stadium of choice because we are playing with the Poison mechanic. So with our supporters, we play 2 Boss, 2 Crispin, 3 Hilda, 3 Lillie's Determination, and then 1 Roxie's Performance. This is another new card from Chaos Rising. And during your opponent's next turn, the Poison Pokemon can't retreat. So if we want to kind of stick a EX in the active or stick something that we can knock out with the Mega, we have that option. The one tool we do play is a single Air Balloon just for retreating. Again, we have the Pecharunt, but if we don't have the Pecharunt out and we need to retreat, we have that option with the Air Balloon. And then for our energy count, we have a split of 5 Darkness Energy and 4 Water Energy. We don't really need a lot of energy in this list. Our Mega Dragalge has the hardest way to get powered up, and even then, it's only 2 energy attachments. Everyone else is a single energy attachment, except for Fez, and sometimes we can attack with Fez. We do play the Crispin that do that in 2 turns, so that is an option as well. So again, I'm not going to promise the gameplay here is going to be great. Again, I've been struggling for the last couple weeks with this deck. I wanted this to be the first deck that we actually put out on this channel with Chaos Rising, and I just couldn't make it work. I needed to spend more time on this, and hopefully the gameplay is good. I'll just peel back the curtain a little bit. I have not recorded gameplay yet as I made this intro, so we'll go into the next couple games and see if we can get this deck working. And at the end, I mainly ask for your help. Like, how can we optimize this a little more? How can we make it a little spicy? Again, we don't like playing the same deck as everyone else out there. So if we can add a little spice like this Glalie, I would love to do that. But let's try this deck out first, see how it does, and if we need to make modifications, we may go that route. But before I hop on the ladder, I just have to ask you all again, are you all subscribed to our channel? Do you have the notification bell on? If you aren't, please do so. I will say in the last couple of videos, we have great interactions with y'all. Y'all are actually giving us great ideas for future videos. So please keep up with this. Please comment in there. And if we make misplays, let us know. Again, tunnel vision, sometimes I don't see stuff. And one, it helps me grow as a player. And two, sometimes we give a reason why we don't do a certain thing. Like, again, if I want to feature the Dragalge, I may not go for the obvious, like, donk play or something like that. I kind of want to show off the video a little bit. But, again, point it out to me. I may not even saw that or see that. So, we love interacting with y'all. We do respond to all the comments. So yeah, please like our video, subscribe to the channel, put the notification bell on. And with all that being said, let's try to take this deck onto a ladder and see if we can win some games with Mega Dragalge and Mega Froslass. So I'll see you all there. Okay y'all, we're in our first game here with Mega Dragalge and Froslass. We won the coin flip. We got the option of going first or second. I'm going to go second, just because it gives us a chance to play a supporter to help with our setup. A lot of times we'll kind of have a breaky hand, and we'll need to play Lilies, and this is actually a good situation where we need to do that. So we want to start with the Dunsparce here, and we'll see what our opponent's playing. Hopefully we don't get donked going into the next turn. But if we can put down the Pecharunt, Lilies for a Yveltal, and then just move the Yveltal into the active, we can retreat lock. I want to try to do that as well. So we'll see what we're going against. And I'm guessing probably, I was going to say Mega Greninja, so that's true, and with Mega Starmie. So this is going to be very interesting. They do have higher HPs, and they don't have anything, so that's good for us. So we'll play down the Pecharunt here, and we'll just do Lily's Determination, get a fresh hand of 8, see if we can get anything going. And this is actually pretty decent. So we'll play down Snorunt just as a backup here. We'll play down Buddy-Buddy Poffin. We'll grab a Dunsparce and a Skrelp, because we actually do have the Skrelp Crispin play for next turn. We don't have energy, so I'm not going to do the clutch play right now. We have Runaway Draw. I'm trying to think, should I get another Skrelp for next turn just in case they go after it? I am tempted to do that. I am actually going to do that. I want to get 2 Skrelps, and we don't have 2 Skrelps. Okay. So, do we have Dragalge in our deck? We do, so we at least have that going for us. And I'm just going to play down the Yveltal. If anything, it is a nice retreat option for us. If we had the energy, I probably would have tried to at least get some damage onto the Staryu, but it's fine. We'll just pass our turn. We have the Crispin, we have the Ultra Ball, and we have the Dunsparce, so we can actually attack with Dragalge going into our next turn. So this is actually a very good hand for us. I'll be honest, my hands are usually not this, I'm not going to say cracked, but this is very doable. This gives us a nice turn for our turn 2. So we'll see what they're doing. They got the Hilda, they're going to get Mega Starmie, they're going to do Jetting Blow, so that Dunsparce is going to be gone. But we're not going to lose anything else, so that's good. But it looks like I will say they're probably going to go after the Skrelp, I would think. That is the major threat right now. Yeah, that's what I thought. And the cool thing is, once we get damage on here, we can go into the Glalie and actually knock this thing out. So this is actually very good for us. I probably should have went into the Yveltal, just retreat, but again, we have everything we need in our hand right now, so I'm not really too worried about it. So let's go ahead and Crispin for our energy. Doesn't matter what we put on there because we're going to do both attachments to the Skrelp. So the water energy goes here. Let's enter discard again, just that, and we can hold off on that for now. I'm gonna Runaway Draw just in case we get into. We don't, so not worry about that. Yeah, so let's Ultra Ball, get rid of Enhance Hammer because I don't think we'll need that for this, and we'll get rid of the Dark Energy. Don't really need that for now. Let's play down get the Mega Dragalge here. Get that in play. And I'm actually going to play Night Stretcher for the Dunsparce. That way we can potentially get a draw for next turn if we can somehow get runaway draw. And with that, we will do the Pernicious Poison. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. It's a weird word. But the cool thing is, if they don't retreat, they'll get 320 and back into us. And then we don't actually have to attack them. They'll get knocked out on going into their next turn into their Greninja. So we're kind of forcing them to either retreat or find a way to get back to the bench. So they're playing Dawn. They're going to get their board set up. Our hand's good. Wonder if they have Ignition Energy. I think that's the only way they can knock us out. No, they can't even knock us out that way. So we're actually pretty okay here. And this would have been a great turn to have the stadium in play. I believe we started it and I just put it back into the deck, which is fine. Kind of forcing them to do more things here. This Starmie's probably going to go, because to retreat they need to either get an Air Balloon or do their attachment and then lose both energy, and they can't actually attack this turn. They can probably do damage with the Moral Shuriken, and that's pretty much it. So we're kind of forcing their hand a little bit here. Yeah, so they're just going to Jetting Blow, which is fine. Put some damage on us. Yeah, and going back into their turn, they can get knocked out here. Or I can be a little sneaky. If I can get the Munkidori and the Darkness Energy, we can knock that out and make them bring up something else here. So with that, I'm kind of tempted just to hold my hand. Not hold my hand. I'm going to use Lillie's. Get some more cards, and we get the Munkidori play. That'll be amazing. Okay, so we have Dunsparce here. Let's see if we actually do have the Munkidori, because that will give us a nice out to what we need to do, and we don't have Munkidoris. They're both prized. So I'm just going to get another Dunsparce here. Or I probably should have gotten another Snorunt, because now we don't have anything going on this next turn once we get knocked out. So that's probably on me. So let's runaway draw, see if we get a Snorunt here. We don't. Okay. Let's place down another Dunsparce. Kind of tempted to do Freezing Shroud, but I don't think that's going to really do much of our math here. So with that, I want to put energy on the Pecharunt actually. That way we can attack with Pecharunt going into next turn if we have to. So with that, well, he's already poisoned. I could just retreat. Yeah, I'm actually not going to do anything because he's already poisoned. So we'll get 3 prizes. They have 1 prize, and they're probably going to get 3 more prizes off of us. And then we got our Munkidori. That's nice. What's the energy in our discard? Perfect. If we keep our hand, and if they don't take out multiple Pokemon that have damage counters on, we can move 30 over to the Pokemon, and that can help us with our math here. So this is actually a pretty decent scenario for us. They can knock us out with another Starmie, so that's nice. And this is based on how many they take, correct? Yes, so right now we're only doing 60 damage, but if they take 3 more, that'll be 240 damage. So that'll be nice on our end. But then they can knock out the Pecharunt, so this is just really on there as a backup. I don't want to attack with it unless I absolutely have to. But it seems like they're going for the Starmie play. So they're going to take out the Snorunt, which is fine. They don't know that we only play one Mega, and we're not really focused on the Mega Snorunt. I'm really focused on the Glalie to kind of set up some sneaky things, and a lot of people don't know about this card, so it's a nice way to kind of sneak out some prizes. So then we have the Snorunt in hand, so we'll put that down. We have Night Stretcher. I may be able to put both down to kind of play around with this a little bit. But we don't have anything going on, so we're going to be off for a turn, unfortunately. And they're going to get... Actually, they're not going to get 4 prizes. So this actually may play into our advantage, so we'll see. And honestly, if we can get our stadium, I can take out that Meowth for 2 prizes. So we have options here. Like, this is actually going very well for us. I'm really surprised. I'm 100% honest. I'm really surprised right now. So, okay. Do we have a way for Dunsparce? Not really. We still have that. So I'm going to place down Snorunt here. I'm not sure Monkey actually matters. But I'm going to play it down. I'm going to grab the Dark Energy from the discard, move some damage off. And put on the Monkey. Actually, I'm trying to think here. I think they're going to try to retreat. Can they take 4 prizes this turn? I don't think so. So let's Adrenaline Brain. I'm going to take some energy, some damage off. I'm going to put it on the Meowth. I don't think they can really move that damage back onto us. We have the Glalie for next turn, so I think we're in a good spot. So we'll just poison here. Or do I go for... I'll just poison here. That way we can chase after the Starmie, and I think that will be really fun to end this video if we can make it that far. Because I don't think they can take multiple prizes this turn. Or, sorry, not multiple prizes. I don't think they can take 4 prizes. I think they're going to knock out the Dragalge, go down to 1 prize card, and then if we have to chase after, we have the Prime Catcher. If not, we have Glalie to do the bunch of damage to end the game. Or if they don't retreat, they just die to poison. So we're kind of like forcing them, like, okay, you got to tell me what they're going to do. And they just use Special Red Card, which is fine. We got Boss. So if they don't retreat, and if they retreat and don't knock us out, we can chase after them. So let's see what they do here. So this is interesting. They're not bossing us, so they're definitely not taking a knockout, but they're not knocking out anything else. Ooh, if we can get a Dark Energy, we can just clutch them for the win. That's an option too. Okay, so they go after, which is fine. If they don't attack, we actually got game this way if they don't attack us. Because they gave us Boss in hand. We got the Munkidori to transfer the damage over. So I think we're actually in a good spot. This is really cool. We beat Starmie Greninja if nothing else goes wrong here. So I'm going to put damage on... Okay, so they are knocking us out. No, they're not. Okay. So we got this. We got this, y'all. So let's Adrenabrain onto the Mega Starmie. And that will put them at 140. We got the boss for game. And let's poison them and get our last 3 prizes. So yeah, this is actually really nice. Yeah, we won our first game. I was not expecting that. This is really cool. So let's go on in game 2 and see if we have the same luck against another strong deck. So I'll see y'all in game 2. Okay, y'all, we're in game number 2 here. We won the coin flip, and we're going to go second. Again, we want to try to get a supporter to kind of help set up our bench a little bit. Hopefully we get a Lillie's, or we just have a strong opening bench. This is okay. I wouldn't say it's the best, but I think it's just okay. So we'll just start with Munkidori, let them guess what we're playing, and kind of show off everything once we play our Buddy Poffin. So against another Mega Greninja deck, not surprised, it's the deck of this for this set. So let's see if we can do what we did last time. So they didn't really do anything. So we'll play down Snorunt, play Buddy Poffin, see what we have. We get both Skrelps in the deck. Okay, we got our Pokemon, we got Dragalge, we got our Mega, we got Yveltal, okay. Got enough supporters, we got our Prime Catcher. Honestly, we got a lot of what we need. So I'm not too worried about this turn. The problem is our top decks, we're going to be relying on our top decks right now. So let's play down Skrelp. We have Crispin. So with that, I don't mind attaching to the Snorunt, kind of bait them a little bit. It also gives us some options. So with that, I'm just going to end our turn. Worst case, if we get a Mega as our top deck, that will be great. We have a Crispin for Mega Dragalge. If we top deck a Froslass, then we can evolve, use Air Balloon Retreat. So we're in a pretty okay spot, assuming our top deck is good. That's what we are relying on. Play Risky Ruins. I get it. They like putting damage counters onto the board, especially with Munkidori. That will help them out too. So then go straight to Greninja. So this is a regular Greninja. So they are going to knock out the Munkidori, and that's what they do. That's all they do. So we are relying on our top deck. So hopefully it's something good. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we get Froslass, it's going to be 250 on them. So with that, I am going to just Lillies. We need to get some other cards. Okay, we don't really get much here. I'm going to play down the Snorunt. I know it's going to take damage, but we don't really have much else to do. I want to place down a Dark Energy on Skrelp, give us some options here. I know it's not a lot. It's only 10, so even if they move 10 on us, it's not the end of the world. If anything, it helps with our math here. Because if they get 2 more cards, or even 1 more card after they attack us, we can try to get a Froslass and get even 300. But we have Hilda for next turn, so I can always Hilda and grab Mega Dragalge, and I have the Water Energy in hand, and then start with the Poison, so we can always go that route and force them to retreat. Or we can also do Hilda from Mega Froslass if they have enough cards in their hand. and just go for the attack if they don't put anything else down, because their bench isn't that great right now, and if we take out the Greninja, they don't have another attacker. So they're going to play Ultra Ball. I'm assuming they're probably going to get another Pokemon set up for attacking, because they have to. Okay, Staryu, so they have the Starmie as well. And if we go with Froslass, we're only doing 100 damage here, so which is fine. I think going the Dragalge route is probably the way we need to go for our next turn. So that 4 is 200. Yeah, we're not gonna knock that out with Froslass. So let's go with Dragalge and go with the poison. So Perilous Jungle, let's get rid of that. Let's play Hilda here, grab Dragalge, and we'll grab Water Energy. So we're going to evolve, play down the water. We can't do anything else, so let's poison them, get some damage onto their board. I know they're going to take out that Snorunt, which is fine. We're not going to see Glalie in this game. But we're also forcing them to retreat. If not, they lose their Greninja. Which they can retreat, attack into us. That's fine. So at least they're going to get a prize card this turn. So we'll see what they do, if they do anything. But having another energy in their hand isn't too far. So yeah, they're going to retreat. Probably have the water energy in hand, or they have Night Stretcher, yep, water energy in hand. And they're going to do 120 to us. They're going to put some damage on the Skrelp, which is fine for us. Wait, why didn't he take 30 more damage? Oh, the Munkidori it off, that's right. Jetting Blow, yep. Called it. This is fine. They got a boss order, so we could take out this and get ahead in the prize, get 2 more prizes. They're not one-shotting us with the Dragalge, so that's good. We could play Special Red Card as well on them. So I'm going to take out the Greninja here. We need the prizes. And then I'm going to Special Red... Oh no, they only got 3 cards. I'd rather wait till they get a bigger hand size. So let's just poison them. Have them get knocked out because of damage and prevent... Or sorry, knock out through a poison. Prevent... not Munkidori. Fezandipiti. We got Glalie, we got an Enhanced Hammer if they do play a Special Energy. Because Bubbly Energy actually prevents our attacks as well, I believe. So that's another energy. Just most decks don't play it, because Mist Energy is just a little bit more versatile in this format. So... But I think it's a little too late. We'll put damage on them. They'll attack us to 240. And I think since they will attack... Actually... Yeah, because they knock us out before they go into check up, they will win. So even if we put damage on them... So which is fine, unfortunately. I'll play down Snorunt. We'll put energy onto the Snorunt here. I wish we had Munkidori, put a little bit more damage on there. We'll Special Red Card them. And, I'm probably just going Lillies. If we get Munkidori Dark Energy, I'll kick myself, which we did, but It is what it is. I don't think we're going to be able to win this. Because they can just attack us one more time. Yeah, because even we get the 30 off, they're still doing 120. So, yeah. Let's just poison them. This was kind of close, not really, but we still had to take 4 prizes. So they win no matter what, even if we get the prizes in between turns. But they're going to get the game. We'll give it to them. They played it well. We couldn't get our pieces flowing like the first game, but even so, I'm kind of impressed with this deck. Even with my testing, it wasn't running like this. So the fact that we can still show off Dragalge and pair it off with the Snorunt line, I'm happy with it. And I'm not sure they realize they can just attack us for game, but they're probably just maybe practicing for tournaments or something, so we don't want to be like that. Yeah, they just take out everything. That's fine. Give them a 4 prize turn. So, could have played better, could have had better draws, but I'm not too salty about this game. In my testing, I've had way worse games than this. So the fact that we're able to show off Dragalge, I think this is good. So let's go into game 3, see how we do, and maybe we'll end off with a 2-1 record. We'll see. So I'll see you all in game 3. Okay, y'all, we're in game 3 here. We're 1-1 with Dragalge Froslass, or Dragalge Glalie, whatever flavor you want to put on there. We lost a coin flip, so our opponent's going to go first, which is fine. We'd rather go second. And we'll start with the Munkidori, which is fine. Actually, we'll start with the Dunsparce, because we can always run away, draw into our second turn, and make it a free retreat. They have Buddy, which is fine. And we're going to go against some sort of Froslass deck, so we'll see which version this is. And they don't do anything, which is weird. So we have Munkidori. We'll play down Poké Pad. We'll grab a... Actually, what Megas do we have at our disposal? So we have one of each. So we'll get Skrelp. I'd rather do Skrelp for this. We'll attach the energy to Skrelp. Oh, we have another dragon in our hand. I'm actually going to play setup for next turn here. Jungle away. And we'll grab Meowth. Not going to play that yet, but have it for next turn to get the Lilies. And we'll just end our turn. That way, if we get item locked, I don't have to worry about playing the Ultra Ball. I already played it. I already have it in my hand. We have the Dragalge, so we just need to get Darkness Energy and find a way to retreat as well. And they're just itching, so they have nothing going on here. And that's why I didn't want this to happen. So I'm glad we did what we did. So I'm going to play the Dragalge. I am going to play down the Meowth. Use it, and I'm going to grab Lilies. I could grab Crispin, but I need a whole fresh set of cards here. So that way I can do a little more. I am risking it. Yeah, I didn't get the Dark Energy, which is okay. They don't have anything else going on either. So what I can do is I'm going to put it on the Dunsparce. I'll play down the Yveltal. That can probably give us some versatility. And I could do Trading Places, bring up the Dragalge, but then if they pop off, they can take that out. So, with that, actually I will still do it, but I'll bring up the Yveltal. That way I have a free retreat for next turn. If I don't get anything, I can always clutch which will trap the Bidoof as well since it has free retreat. I have the Hilda, I have Lilies, actually have a decent opening hand, and yeah, they're not doing anything here. Yeah, Snorunt, that's fine. I'm actually going to play down the Snorunt. We can't play our cards. So with that, what do we want to do? I'm just going to guarantee it. I'm going to play down Dunsparce and grab the Darkness Energy. That way we can run away draw, get rid of this. So run away draw. We'll play down the Dark Energy and let's draw some cards here. Okay, we'll play Perilous Jungle. We don't really... Actually, I'll hold off on it. We don't need it yet. I'll play down another Snorunt just in case to take one of these out. We will retreat into Dragalge. And let's just do some poison here. Prevent Fezandipiti, take an easy one prize here. And they're not really doing much, so we'll take our prize. Get another Hilda. That's perfect. We get the Glalie. So once we actually get damage going, but if they have nothing going on, we are taking out the Snorunt. Oh, it's a mirror match. No wonder you're taking it slow. This is a mirror match. So with that, if we can get Prime Catcher or Boss, I'm going after that Skrelp. This is, no matter how this goes, we're going to put this video in this, or this game in this video. Like, I was not expecting a mirror match. This is really cool. Yeah, let's see how they do. Let's see what Pokemon they bring up. Okay, they're bringing up the Meowth. And they're just going slow, yeah. So if we can get... Okay, we got Roxie. I can retreat this. I'm not too worried about this. Because I can Hilda and find a way to retreat. That's fine with me. So I want to kind of bait them a little bit. So show them that we have the Mega. I want to grab a Darkness Energy since we have more of those than the Water Energy. I really wish we had the Prime Catcher. I can get rid of that Skrelp. Because they're going to win on that. Win with that. But we have the Glalie, so I think this is going to be really, really fun. Because I'm not benching anything else. So let's attach here. We're going to retreat. And we're just going to poison. Yeah. And just get ahead on the prizes a little bit. If we can kind of get ahead, we should be good, even if they knock out the Dragalge before we knock out theirs. But our backup plan is, if once we get damage on their Dragalge, we have the Glalie and knock it out. I think that would be really cool to do. So they got Dunsparce, okay. Play that down. They put some damage on there. Doesn't really matter. They probably have... Oh, they don't have anything. Oh, I feel so bad for them. We were able to set up and they weren't. Oh, this is so bad for them. And we don't need to do anything. We're just going to poison and knock out their only Skrelp. And get ahead on the prizes even more. The thing is, if they since we know they play Snorunt, they have probably the Mega, and they can one-shot us. So that's going to be a little scary. Tatsugiri, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. If they take out 3, they'll be at what? Okay. So we can probably take out their Mega with our Mega and then win the game that way. We just have to get Water Energy, so if we can find a way to get Okay, Crushing Hammer, Tails. We just need to get a Water Energy for next turn. Oh, they don't have any more Skrelps. Most lists only play 2, and if they bench one or prize one, yeah, and they concede. We put too much pressure. Our list was a little bit more consistent this time around than theirs, but that was fun. I think that was, honestly, this is a great way to end our video with a Dragalge mirror. Wish they were able to set it up, but yeah, once you set up this card, it's actually not bad. Yes, you can play around it, but not a lot of players are used to that. So you can get some easy wins that way. So that was a fun way to end the video. We'll go 2-1, and yeah, this was a blast. I'm relieved that my 2 weeks of figuring this deck out really paid off, because at first I was not getting the win. So let's go into deck list again, and let's talk about what we just did. Okay, y'all. That was actually pretty fun. Kind of wish we could have showcased the Glalie a little bit more in this list, but I think the theory still stands, and in my testing and in my other games, I was able to use Glalie to get massive knockouts. I like the list. I like the Munkidori. I'm not sold on the Freezing Shroud. It's in here just because we play it. I would cut that, maybe for a little bit more consistency, maybe go 3-2 on the Dragalge, or even 3-2 on the Dunsparce. Other than that, I think every card is good. Roxie's, in theory, it's good, just never used it, but it is a situational card. But yeah, this is fun. I like it. To be able to go against Mega Greninja and Mega Starmie, and ultimately the Dragalge mirror, this can stand up to the format if the opponent cannot get around poison. That's part of this game, the RNG, the randomness factor. If you draw the cards, great. If not, we can take advantage of that. Pecharunt, again, I'm not completely sold. It's really there just to help pivot and get Skrelp and kind of get that combo going. But this is fun. Again, I don't know what is the optimal list here. If there is such thing as an optimal list, Dragalge is one of the weaker megas in this set. I'm not going to lie about that. I have a good time with it just because I like the poison mechanic and I understand and can play with it so well because I've been doing it for the last several years. But I don't know. Right now it's super easy to play around with, and being a 3-prizer, this is a fun deck. I would say bring this to your locals. I wouldn't suggest bringing this to a cup unless you're super comfortable with it and you know your local meta. But again, we're going into the summer, and it's time to experiment. Time to have fun. Go to your locals, play these fun decks, and really just have a blast. Enjoy your summer. So with all that, thank you for watching. As a reminder, please like this video, subscribe, interact with us. Let us know what your thoughts on this list are. What changes you would make, what cards are kind of surprising or questioned about. Let us know. We interact with you all in the comments. So with that, thank you all. I can't wait to see how Dragalge kind of shifts throughout the summer without this break, since at time of recording, all we have left is NEIC. I am not going, so I'm done for the season. I'm just going to relax and just play some wacky decks. But with that, let us know. Have fun with our decks. Have fun with Dragalge. And as always, y'all, thank you for watching Rogue Deck Chronicles, and have fun playing those sneaky decks. See y'all.